Hey, fellow babies, welcome to a 42 show here. And, we start off with like space lasers, Ronald Reagan, craziness, blah, blah, all through time. Everybody's talked about it. But as Dunk's going to tell us, it's not actually such a big deal now, is it?
Lasers in space. Amazon has announced, or has acknowledged, should I say, that its Project Kuiper satellites will use laser-based links to communicate with each other, and says the system has already been successfully tested in orbit. Known as optical intersatellite links, or OISL, it passes along data more quickly and effectively than sending signals down from satellites to ground stations through fiber optic cables and then back to satellites and stuff. So it's just is faster. But don't get too excited. You're going to see jazzy laser shows in the sky, because unfortunately these are infrared lasers, so they won't show up even with a bit of a smoke machine up there. But the system's been tested with 2 prototype satellites that were launched into low Earth orbit in October, and the system was able to maintain data transmission speeds of 100 gigabits per second over a distance of 621 miles. Now,
really?
I don't know what you think. I do know what you think, Dick, but that doesn't sound like a lot.
Doesn't sound fast at all.
No, it sounds like if you've got 10 people on the system, it's going to get clogged.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're using like BBC micros to communicate, I don't see how this is going to work out.
I don't know. But here's the interesting thing. It's basically the same as SpaceX's Starlink network, which is already been running. It's basically the same system, or obviously their own version of it. But 8,000 space lasers across its 5,000 satellites, with the ability to transfer data up to 100 gigabits on each link. It's comparable.
On each link, if you start, shifting little packets onto certain links and then other packets onto other and stuff, maybe it starts to add up. But how many of these are going to be up there to facilitate fast? I that's kind of odd.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is SpaceX's ones are probably going to get in the way. They'll be just like pushing.
There'll be a war.
Orbit. Yeah, they'll be just up there. And of course, there'll be other people doing it as well. So the sky is going to get pretty full up there.
Yeah. Because I mean, with the picture up there right now, it kind of looks like Star Trek and the mesh that surrounds the ship.
Yeah. I do love the graphics. There's nothing like that. Much more boring.
Here's the thing. Human brain cells were hooked up to a computer chip, like a chip, and turns out they're really good at speech recognition and some other stuff. What's happened here is this is an odd. I thought this was a long time away, but a team at Indiana University, Bloomington, generated brain organoid from stem cells. They attached it to a computer chip and conducted a setup known as BrainAware. They hooked it to an AI tool, and they found that this hybrid system could process, learn, and remember information. It was even able to carry out some rudimentary speech recognition. And it doesn't sound to me like they started this 30 years ago or whatever. This is kind of like a new thing, and they've already gotten it to work. Like, how comfortable are people out there with artificial human brains being grown to be used as computers? Isn't that some crazy shit, man?
Yeah, I think I could do one of those fitted.
Talk about creating the computer that pulls off Judgment Day. You've created my fake intelligence, and now like Jesus.
Yeah, it's not like science fiction writers have been warning us for hundreds of years.
Yeah, exactly, and they are coming up again in a little bit here.
Yeah.
So there's a thing.
You could probably say that Frankenstein was potentially like the first kind of AI that went mad.
Yeah, exactly. And we should learn from Mary
Yes.
Shelley's writings.
I tell you what, we should learn. We should learn from other people who do YouTube videos, because we got a super chat and we haven't said anything about it yet.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Yvonne Way too. Is that the Swiss? The Swiss
Yes,
one of the
Swiss francs.
Yeah, okay. And it's the cool little bouncy dude laughing, and I'm sure that's in reference to just a little earlier, which was for sure. So thanks, Yvonne. Thank you very much. We love it. Thank you very much. Oh my God. Yeah, this is, of all things that you think you could dodge in an average day in life, right? Now, you might have to dodge a ball because the kids are playing. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, a real Deadpool. A lucky woman dodged a Final Destination typed death after a swimming pool fixed to a trailer came flying off and went through her car windshield. Ambulance crews arrived to a 6-car pileup in Waroona, Australia, that miraculously left no one with major injuries. The one relieved woman couldn't believe her luck when she told police, "See, I could see what was going on to happen, and so I ducked for cover, and when I looked up, there was a steel rod through the screen exactly where my face would have been. So very close."
Because look at that picture on screen. That does not look like, oh, yeah, that was a scary moment in my life. That looks like that was the day I lost my father, husband, or whatever kind of image, right?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, I shit myself if like a pebble or a bee bounces off my windscreen. Never mind like something like that.
The scariest mosquito you ever squashed.
Yeah. The funny thing was, the driver of the car towing the pool was treated for shock. What? Yeah.
Yeah,
He
by
just
the
lost the bloody
recipient
thing.
of the pool, right?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well,
We talked about the Polish hackers. There's a train in Poland. It was fixed at a garage that can fix trains. I know that's not like normal. It's not like they're all over town, but go with me here. But the train wouldn't function after being repaired properly. So they grabbed a couple of hacker white hat dudes. I mean, people that look for security vulnerabilities and help and stuff, like the good guys, right? And it turned out that the manufacturer of the train had blocks in place to make sure that if anybody else tried to fix it, it would then have software faults. Right?
yes.
And this was
gets.
this was proven. So now the train company is threatening lawsuits and the whole bit. They're screaming and yelling at the government, "Take those trains out of service now. You can't trust them," and so on. And I mean, the extent that these people will hang on to try to get this extra revenue stream to be only theirs, instead of, if you have something mechanical and somebody's qualified to fix it, you just simply hire them to fix it, right? They're trying to, this is like John Deere and only we can repair the tractors, otherwise you're screwed. And I hope that they do lawsuits, because it's going to fly in their faces when they have to actually bring out information in court based on the information found in the code by the hack group. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. They should, basically, they don't need to take the trains out of service. They need to get them fixed, so they don't do that.
That's right.
That's all that needs to happen.
That's right. Yeah, because, I mean, do you think the Polish court is going to side with a company that's holding their government ransom to fix the trains only by them? This is not a good product strategy. They're screwed.
Well, let's hope so. We'll keep an eye on that story.
Yes, indeed. I'll be looking at it too. Oh yeah, we'll be bringing it up. But this guy looks like he was kicked out of the royal family a generation ago. Dunk, what the hell's his story?
Well, did the earth move for you? A bloke has been banned from owning livestock for 10 years after being found having sex with a cow. Last week it was some guy stroking his bison. Now it's a guy having just full-on sex with a cow. Liam Brown was found in a very uncompromising position with his pants down, clearly having sex with a cow, a court heard this week. The 25-year-old tried to escape from the angry farmer owner.
It wasn't even his own cow.
No.
You don't boink another man's cow, dude. What are you doing?
That's in the Ten Commandments, isn't it? Yeah, he was jumping over the part of the farm only for other cows to trample him. He was found lying on the floor screaming, "I'm sorry." Oh, I've got a fucking button. "I'm sorry, I up." Brown was later charged with sexual penetration with a living animal.
Oh!
And causing unnecessary suffering to a protected animal for the incident at the farm in Burton, Dorset. Yeah.
Dude.
I like when you scroll down in the article. There's a picture there. It says the cow, not this one, was tested for Brown's DNA.
That cow is so pissed. She's in the picture, man.
Yeah, I saw your picture on the news. What now? Yeah, you've been sexed.
Yeah. That ginger didn't get me.
See, I love this idea that they're testing for Brown's DNA. Or are they checking to see if they're related?
Oh, yeah. It turns out there's generations.
It could well be, because apparently he's been doing this for quite a long time.
Oh,
whose
DNA is really in your milk? Details tonight. Oh,
yeah, he's been at it for quite a while. Yeah, summarising, Judge Keith Coulter said, "This is a very alarming, bizarre and worrying case. A man of your age getting involved in this behaviour. I'm sure you look back on it with shame and embarrassment. Your actions did cause unnecessary suffering to the animal. I hope nothing like this will ever happen again."
A man your age, as if somehow that makes it different.
Yeah, if you're like 60 and past it, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, you can stick your todger in a cow.
Here. Yeah. We'll help you get a stool to make sure you can still get there. You know, I mean,
but he didn't get off lightly. As well as the ownership ban, he was given 36-month community order and told to do 15 hours of unpaid work. I'm assuming at the farm. It doesn't say where. He was also ordered to pay £600 in compensation. Who to? The farmer or the cow?
Yeah. And like, what farm is he going to have to work at? Are there a whole group of pigs somewhere fearing for their own sexual existences and identities here? That's just how does, oh man. They're called sex dolls. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Is there a social app you can find for bestiality people?
Oh, please, dear Lord. Okay.
To match up with your favorite animal.
Yeah.
We'll have more of this later.
Well, okay. So now be careful what you watch more of this on. So, a lot of people don't get just how intrusive some of these new smart TVs are. But it's brutal. So you got a new smart TV and it pays attention to what you're doing to the point of insanity. There's a thing called ACR, automatic content recognition. LG, Samsung, and a few others are guilty of using this, and it takes a snapshot of what you're watching twice a second and sends it back home for analyzing so that they can target ads towards you in a more effective manner. Last year alone, advertisers spent an estimated $18.6 billion on smart TV ads alone, because it has such unbelievable grab of everything you watch, because it's the TV grabbing the image. So it doesn't matter what software is running, it's all being grabbed.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's got microphones too and it's listening to you.
Probably listening for the sound of lubricant. No, but but yeah, it's really bad. So look into it and see for yourself how unbelievably monetized your stuff is doing it that way. Right? Because I mean, if you have an Android TV box and you open up Amazon Amazon's getting the information of what you watch, of course, right? But nobody else is as well. But if you're watching through an Android TV box on a smart TV that's connected to the internet, now you have way more avenues of people yet again making money off your information. Right? My smart TV doesn't connect to the internet because I use a NVIDIA Shield TV box. So I'm at least trying to limit it. I mean, I got to watch it on something, you know.
Yeah, it's probably passing the NVIDIA thing's passing the information instead.
It is, but app by app and then to NVIDIA, but not also from my TV manufacturer and so on, right? Because a lot of these TV manufacturers are counting on the fact that they're going to make huge money on you after the sale to sell you a cheaper TV. Well, not me. I'm not connecting it.
Wow.
You know, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. Exactly. You know,
what's the point in having a smart TV if you're too frightened to connect it up? What's the point?
Well, I buy the ones with the crappiest smart TV features because I don't care. I just want the picture to be good, right? You know, I use the Android box for other reasons as well, but you know, but yeah, it's crazy. You know,
that's mad.
Yeah. And then the TV apps all run out in 4 years because nobody updates them. Nobody cares. And they'll never get updated. So you're better off to use an Android TV box and screw the smart TV. But they'll never do that anymore because they want every chance they get to have yet another hand in the pocket that is your valuable personal information. Right? Yeah. Even this guy says, what the hell? And let's hear his story, Dunk.
yeah. You taking the piss. A Morrison's customer was left disgusted after a half-full bottle of urine was substituted in his grocery order. There is a picture. He jokingly added that Morrison's went against his unspoken request not to be sent a bottle of urine. He said on Zitter. Dear at Morrison's, you're normally quite good about telling us about substitutions in our shopping orders, but you didn't alert us to your substitution of a bottle of urine instead of my spoken request not to be sent a bottle of urine.
Hold on. How does the delivery driver's emergency piss bottle end up on your front door? What the hell is going on?
Oh, yeah, don't forget, instead of the bottle of milk.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So the driver drank it.
Yeah, where's that DNA infected cow milk that comes from that guy who's always bopping cows, right? Yeah.
Yeah. He added in the Twitter thread that his wife's nurse sense confirmed it was urine. Didn't open it up and sniff. But a Morrison spokesman said, "We were extremely disappointed to hear about this incident and have been in touch with the customer to offer a full refund on their shopping order. It is completely unacceptable and we are carrying out a full investigation into what happened. In no way should he have been delivered a half-empty bottle of piss."
No! If you're going to deliver a man urine, at least give him the full bottle.
Oh, dear. There's cutbacks everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't even get a full bottle of piss anymore.
Exactly. So here, I'm going to run through a little group of 3 here real quick. So, wait a minute here. Yeah. Okay. So, on that article about smart TVs, we do have a link we can share that helps everybody get to the turn it off thing. I put it in the little maybe planning room or something. I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out in a minute. But yeah, I totally forgot about that. So here,
you could do it as a pinned post at the end of the show.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. CF Beauty on the Shills account's already got it there. So you can follow that if you want to be able to opt out. They make it difficult, but they've got step-by-steps here. So
Brilliant.
Science fiction and fantasy writers are totally taking aim at AI freeloading, learning from reading their stuff and whatnot. And it's getting more and more out of hand where there's now been emails produced that show that Meta knows their AI is using pirated books and doesn't even seem to care. Right. So authors more and more are getting really pissed off about this. And if you don't think there's a reason for them to, well, Sports Illustrated has now been publishing articles by fake AI generated writers. So you can't use your AI to learn from writers and then get them out of the job so that somebody, right? Now they've deleted everything. Sports Illustrated is trying to cover this mess up because they don't want to be called out, in a bad way. But they were literally willing to sell you garbage written by AI. And then Dropbox comes in and freaks its users out with new AI features that send data to OpenAI if you use the OpenAI features. And it's not exactly easy to opt out of it. So Dropbox is a big cloud computer company. A lot of people store a lot of like personal information on it and stuff. And here they are just going, yeah, use this. Oh, by the way, they're going to scan everything you do.
Well, I don't understand this, but it's basically like, file sharing. What on earth is an AI going to do in a file sharing thing? Is it going to like organize the files? And I don't know.
I had no idea. Oh yeah, CF Beauty had it up, of course. Okay, thanks. This to me doesn't make a lot of sense because simply telling a cloud app to back up this folder and this folder and this folder, where in hell does AI come into that?
Are you just like too stupid to click a button and you need the AI to do it for you?
Would you like to store your pictures in the cloud? Oh man, make the decision for me. What the fuck?
I do find it funny though that science fiction writers are pissed off that AI is stealing their work when for last 100 years they've just been stealing off each other.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah. But inventors have been stealing from AI writers since AI writers existed, right? So yeah, this goes round and round. Yeah. What do you think Chief Inspector Christopher would have to say about it?
Yes. Well, yes, the undercover box. Not the undercover boss, the undercover box. Police in a major UK city are going to undercover. That's not a very good outfit to go undercover in, I say that.
Yeah, you know what? I think if I saw him, I would figure he's some kind of authority. I'm just, I don't think it's the beard either. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
But they are going undercover to catch unscrupulous parcel thieves from leaving families without presents for Christmas. You bastards! About 8 million parcels were stolen from UK homes and directly from delivery vans between May 2021 and April 22. And police in Liverpool are now determined to crack down on it. Officers are going to send out fake parcel vans, like cardboard ones with wheels drawn on the side of it. UPS.
Yeah, they use Sinclair C5s repurposed.
Oh shit! I just scrolled. Hang on. Oh no! I just accidentally lost the story. Right, where's it gone? Here it is. No, it's not. Yes. Officers are going to send out fake parcel vans to roam the city, especially through the borough of Knowsley, with the hopes of catching someone red-handed. Yeah, brilliant. Give the location away that you're going to be patrolling, and
it's even worse than that. You're going to pretend to be the delivery people. So you're going to drop a parcel off, and then what do delivery people do? They scurry off to go deliver the next one. So you're not there anymore to watch the porch pirates show up and get... I'm not sure they've really figured this strategy out.
Well, they do piss in a bottle of milk, so leave that on the doorstep.
Yeah.
Maybe they just use those Mark Rober exploding parcel things.
Yeah, just as long as Captain Stroken Hat hasn't been there to visit the cows,
But Chief Inspector Christopher Ruan said it shows how criminal gangs are now evolving. And the new scheme will stop that. He says. He told the BBC. Brilliant.
Right, because everybody knows.
It'll stop it.
Yeah, but one of the biggest things the Hells Angels in North America do is run around porch pirating. So that's really going to stop the gang behavior. What the hell, man? Seriously?
He says, right, excuse me. He says, the old saying that prevention is better than cure is right when it comes to policing. It's because of the prevention initiatives like these that the force has seen reductions in key crimes this year. Police Constable Harris has done an amazing job of reducing on-street soliciting, maybe due to his handlebar moustache and beard clashing with his saucy attire, therefore scaring off potential clients.
Yeah, but you said the Force, so are they like Star Wars fans? What?
Yes, you're not supposed to say police force anymore. It's too empowering.
In a not so funny news article, if you're wondering about communication with anybody in Ukraine or lack thereof and whatnot, their top mobile provider has been hit by the biggest cyber attack of this entire invasion. There's massive amounts of people without the ability to communicate. So don't choose this as a moment to get too worried. Right? There's a hell of a lot going on. I mean, it's their biggest. That's like Virgin or Vodafone or somebody, just giving up the ghost. Right? This is huge. So, I mean, it's a cyber attack, so of course we know where it's coming from and stuff. There's not a lot to say there. I'm not playing your advertisement, but this one's a big one. So, with Starsky doing the debunking of misinformation as a Switch focus coming up and whatnot, this is a moment to be very stonewalled about any new negative information coming at you at the moment, because a lot of people aren't able to communicate back. So just, grain of salt and all, right? Grain of salt and all.
Yes, don't believe everything you hear, except in this story, which is absolutely, completely true. Doing it doggy style. A woman who tried to perform sex acts on her pet dogs and filmed the attempts has been sentenced. Rebecca Louise Mikulev learned her fate Tuesday after 28 videos of her trying to carry out abuse were found on her phone. The clips, most just seconds long, all involved one or both of her dogs. I'd love to see those clips. I mean, I find it difficult clipping the claws on my one dog. Can you imagine trying to have sex with two dogs? What was going on? Was it? Did you make a peanut butter sandwich and just drop it?
Don't get anybody to think in that direction right now. Let's just
don't give any people advice. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Prosecutor Stephanie Gallagher said the recordings were sent to the 35-year-old's then partner, who had sent her messages encouraging her to engage in sexual activity with her pet pooches in the weeks leading up to the incidents. That's a great relationship, isn't it? Go on. Screw the dog. Screw the dog. Screw the dog. No.
Yeah, that's
I still want to go out with you.
That's when you know you've got a keeper. Oh my God.
See, Mikulev initially refused to indulge in his request for her to practice the sick deeds, but eventually she agreed and filmed the clips in January this year. The court has told Mikulev had been struggling with her mental health, including suffering from an eating disorder. Yeah.
Now that's the first thing
dropping her peanut butter sandwiches.
That's the first thing in this story I'm not surprised to hear. She was struggling with mental health issues or something. This is okay.
Now, she is now at risk of losing her job of 16 years as a result of the case. Didn't say what her job was. Hope it wasn't dog walker. She's also been banned from owning, buying, or otherwise acquiring any animal for 5 years. So maybe she should hook up with that guy.
I was just gonna say she's probably his mother.
They should do a DNA test.
Yeah. You could probably just use the milk.
Oh dear.
Oh man.
You people.
Why?
You gone animal mad?
Life isn't this hard, people. Okay? Pay attention and try to keep up. All right? Oh my God. Okay, so Apple seems to keep coming up around here recently. So we just finished the recently telling you how Apple and Samsung and some other Android people had been handing over notification information from your phone directly to law enforcement without warrants. Well, Apple's now changed the wording of their thing, but it doesn't say without a warrant. It says Apple now requires a judge's consent to hand over push notification data. I don't know this myself because I'm not in the USA. And even then, I'm not a lawyer type, right? But is judge's consent somehow different and easier to acquire than a search warrant? Because if so, then this is just, fluff as far as I'm concerned. Absolute dog crap. Yeah.
I don't understand how it got to this state anyway, because Apple were at one point just absolutely refusing to hand over any data.
That's right.
What did they do? What did they do to force their hand on this?
I think what's been going on is they had that policy for a time and kept spewing it, even though they caved in the background a little bit. Now, another thing on Apple here, quick, because I want to keep there's a couple ones to get caught up on. Apple's getting set to be hit with an EU antitrust order in their fight with Spotify. Spotify doesn't like the fact that everything, if you subscribe to Spotify, it has to go through the App Store's payment system, which gives Apple their 30% cut, meaning that Spotify either just loses money or raises the rate. And Spotify's been trying to argue big time, saying, we should be able to say, no, just go to our app and sign up. But Apple won't let you have a sign up in your app. You've got to do it through the App Store. And, well, they're about to be slammed for this, and it's all going to end. Whether or not it'll end in North America, or we get two sets of apps that go forward, because the word on the street is Microsoft is about to be hit hard as well for the same kind of thing. And they're just going to have two versions of Windows. One where you can opt out of crap, but that's in the EU. And one for North America and other places that just don't have governments with enough spine to make it happen. But in the fight with Beeper, you know how Apple has this company now that's opening iMessage up to Android? Well, so far they've been shut down twice, and Apple has now halted Beeper for a third time, so the Beeper coders are trying to figure it out. But I just don't see this as a viable alternative. I do believe, though, that maybe it's going to point to the fact that these iMessage and Google Message apps are becoming so dependent to people that there should be at least a decent set of interoperability built into them, so that in emergencies and stuff, communication works. I mean, you got the stories of somebody who leaves Apple to go to Android, but they don't sign out properly, and they start missing messages that are just getting lost in the iMessage system because they're on Android now. All that stuff's got to end as far as I'm concerned. Communication has just got to be open. Come on.
Yeah, don't worry. The world's going to end soon, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there you go. Right, I got my finger on the button here. There we go.
Right at the end of this stream. Oh, Yvonne Way has sent in another little super chatty thing, little super sticker of a little foxy guy gnawing on a heart. Because that's what foxes like to chew on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why you got to watch out with foxes, because if they corner you, they will rip your heart out and chew on it with a cute little smile.
I do. As I say, the other night when I was walking back from the train station, I saw a fox running across the road. I've never seen a fox so big. It looked like Lassie. It was like a big collie with long fur. Where the hell did that come from? Or maybe it was a wolf. Maybe it was a dog.
Yeah. Lassie, where is Billy now?
Being shagged by some woman.
Yeah. What do we got here? Oh, okay. We're at 3 minutes. So where do you want to be?
Let's go straight to the next story, I guess.
All right.
Yes, Meteor Mayhem. this year's best meteor shower, the Geminids. Yeah, I had that once, but I got a cream, got better. It peaks this week. Sky gazers may see as many of one of the events in 2 minutes. What? Hey, let me try reading that again, but in English. Sky gazers may see as many as 1 or even 2 a minute streaking across dark skies. Yeah, I've had a shower like that as well. Rubbish. The meteors will reach their frenzy on Thursday, today. So, if you're in the UK and it's dark outside and there's no clouds, you can go out and have a look. This week's full new moon will make it prime for viewing anywhere in the world where skies are clear and spots without light pollution. NASA, Jesus Christ. NASA urged observers to look everywhere in the sky. Since meteors don't come from any particular direction, between 60 and 120 meteors are expected every hour at peak time, weather permitting. Actually, that's a pretty stupid statement, because they will arrive whether it's cloudy, sunny, or whatever. The meteors aren't going to worry about it. It's just whether or not you can see them.
Yeah, it just matters whether or not you're in the UK. Then you could see them or not, right?
Yeah. But NASA meteoroid expert Bill Cook, wow, there is one, said he loves that the Geminids have a greenish hue as they speed across the sky and burn up. Most meteors appear to be colourless or white.
Is that you, Hal Jordan?
Makeup. Green usually comes from oxygen, magnesium, and nickel. There you go. Isn't that lovely?
Now, you know what I think is even lovelier? Nudity on the internet. Do you think there's not enough? Twitch agrees. And they're going to be allowing more nudity after disproportionately banning female streamers over these nudity violations. So maybe there's a lot of straight men working at Twitch that didn't want you all getting it for free because they have to pay for it to keep it off the record or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. But it's not like they're going to be letting people just, get crazy like OnlyFans. But especially what they talk about in here is girls that are a bit more revealing in their outfits and sexually suggestive without actually talking about, like, this is the way I use this toy or whatever. They're not going to be getting in trouble so much, and everybody's going to have a bit more of freedom to express themselves visually and whatnot.
Are they talking about Lego?
Yeah, probably. Because, Twitch just can't figure this one out. They're really freaked out they don't want to be OnlyFans. They were so scared of becoming another OnlyFans. Okay, You're not. It's fine. Relax, I mean, there's nothing wrong with sexy, But, it looks like we hit the clock.
Yes.
All right.
It's JT time.
It is, and we've got thanks in the credits and everything because I got what the hell is that? But we're going to say boom and shout out everybody in the credits. Good night. See you soon. Boom.
Good night, everybody.
And we've got our huge thanks going out to our team in the background here. CF Beauty runs the team and the live chat you've been in as well. So huge thanks. And we've got Catalin T, BME, Shayna Caldwell, Skits Crasher, and PJ CNET, who are also on the mod team tonight. So thank you very much. And a huge thanks to Yvonne for shilling out and helping the channel. Much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely, Yvonne. We love people who send super chats and donations because that you make us feel special, because we are. And our channel members, you're the backbone of our community as well. So hang in there, being our little family. And you've got a VIP pass to our Circle of Awesomeness. And you can, if you haven't done it yet, hit the like, share the video, and leave a comment, because those things really help the channel. Then you can join our Discord, and just go to our Discord and send over some of your pictures with you in inappropriate situations with your animals. And, until next time, you buggers, stay curious, stay awesome, and stay chilly.
Good night, fellow man.